Okay. God damn it.
Before Derek talks, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to the video.
Yes.
We try to get to all you guys.
And share it.
Yes.
Get it on your page and share
Checklist.
that. Share this shit in all of our shows everywhere.
We'll start offering a checklist of things to do, and every time we post a video, you guys can just make a check on each individual one.
Share our stuff on Pornhub. I don't care.
Fuck it. Why not?
Put it up somewhere. Post a link. Post the video up. All right. So we're getting into a couple of topics here that are kind of heavy on the brains of American fans right now. And one of them is, shit, Aaronson is really good. So with Reyna and Pulisic playing on the wings, where do we put Aaronson? Or is he just a super sub? Yeah, it's a dilemma. It's Gregg's dilemma. It's the Aaronson dilemma. Brett?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, let's take a look at the Mexico game and take a look at Pulisic ghosting it for about 70 minutes before he put forth an additional 50+ minutes of quality game where he obviously stepped it up. But I mean, every game that we've seen Aaronson play, he is a ball of energy on that side and creating opportunities, checking back, keeping possession. And then just making those direct runs through the defense, splitting them, and creating those chances. So, I mean, you can make the argument of those three, the Reyna, the Pulisic, the Aaronson, who starts?
And then you got Weah.
And you got Weah, and that Weah had a great game, I thought, against the non-existent Costa Rican team.
Yeah. So
but he still did well.
Listen, folks, this is a good dilemma to have. I like having this dilemma. I do not think putting Aaronson in the midfield is the answer unless you change the formation and make him a CAM. But it would be nice to find a formation where you could get all three of them on, Aaronson, Reyna, and Pulisic. But here's the issue, Brett. Berhalter's not going to do that. He's just not. Berhalter has two settings. 4-3-3, 3-4-3. Those are his two settings. So
I mean, you can make the argument in a 4-3-3 of having a a Musa or an Adams McKinney sharing those number six responsibilities, and then having somebody
you're going back to the empty bucket.
No. 4-3-3. I said. So you have Adams and McKinney sharing those six responsibilities. So one goes up, one stays back, one goes up, one stays back. But then you have like a Reyna sitting on top of the triangle who plays as a CAM, and then you have Aaronson and Pulisic out wide and insert striker here,
So almost like a 4-2-1-3-1.
Sure, why not?
I mean, if you got two guys.
It's more like a 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. But
it's not.
Is that enough ones?
That would be a very narrow front, Brett. No, but I get what you're saying. You have the two midfielders who are really responsible for securing the back four. You have one of the midfielders who's more attacking, and then you've got what we've got, right?
Yeah.
So 8, 9, 10. Okay, I did that badly. You're right. It's more like
it could be done. It's just not going to be done.
Right. It would be more like a 4-2-1-2-1, which is very close to your empty bucket in the first place, but not quite.
I know Berhalter listens to our show and he likes and subscribes, but he just simply does not take our takes on these things.
No, not on formations.
I think maybe one day he'll listen to our show and hear my prediction and be like, I'm going to throw Brett a bone. And he'll get this one right. And he'll be my biggest fan.
I'll start, DK. Sure. Just for you, Brett. I doubt that's going to happen. So, folks, the answer to that question of where do you put Aaronson is right now the bench.
Yep.
Backing up Reyna and Pulisic, and whichever one of them's having a bad game or having a hard time or gets an injury or gets tired, needs to come out.
Well, And I mentioned
There's
in our
Aaronson.
recap of the Costa Rica game, but Teichert came out and said how great of an issue it is that we have come the 60th minute when it's a close game and we either need to, get a goal to scrap a point or not a point, scrap a point or a win, and you can throw Aaronson in there, and he just brings that energy into the pitch that just is going to drive the defense crazy.
Yeah, it's just going to be a handful for any team to have to handle.
And again, the other option you have on the bench is Weah, who again is going to be a ball of energy coming off the bench or starting for that matter. I mean, either of those four could start, and this is the great thing about the three World Cup qualifiers that we have every camp, is that we could put in an Aaronson or a Weah at a substitute to make sure that one of the wingers get a break from time to time.
Yes.
And we have that depth, and nobody has a concern when we do that.
Yeah, they're going to need a break. I mean, we're talking 3 games at a time now.
Yeah.
Which is what Berhalter was trying to replicate with this whole group of games. And guys are going to need a breather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't say blow, Brett.
Appreciate that. I don't want to giggle like a 12-year-old here.
So, yeah, somebody's going to need a breather. And at some point, you might have to play Pulisic for 60 minutes and we're up 3-0 against some CONCACAF team, and you give him a break, man. You give him 30 minutes to sit on his ass and breathe and rest. So I think he'll get a lot more playing time because of that. And the other thing is that Pulisic is a little injury prone, so he might pull a little thing here, a little hammy here, need a couple days break. Maybe it's not that serious, but he kind of felt that twitch, so he wants to sit down for a game. You got Aaronson. Now, that's not much of a going back in the wrong direction. I mean, Aaronson is proven he could turn out to be one of our top players going forward. I mean, he's tactically just a fucking genius. Whatever he's learned from Marsh at Salzburg has just been amazing. So I hope he gets to move on loan to Leipzig next season, and then they can, loan K. Clark back to Salzburg. So we'll see about that. You want to talk about
quickly while we're talking about loans, and we don't have to talk about this long, but there was a resurgence of the interest from Gladbach for Sargent. So yeah. I know we talked about that beforehand. We mentioned Gladbach along with a number of teams, but Frankfurt, just recently they just came out and flipped. Yeah, Leverkusen.
Yeah.
So it just recently they've expressed interest, and I know that what I read on Ives' page is that they're looking at a $7 to $8 million price tag for it. But
so
again, they came out and they expressed the interest. So. But that was just a quick little tangent to talk about loans, or not loans, but transfers.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to go. I would really like to see Aaronson move too, even if it's just a loan away from Salzburg. And I say that, but he's also going to get to play Champions League with Salzburg next season.
And you know what? It certainly hasn't hurt his play now. So I mean, we can say I'd like to see him out of Salzburg, but quite frankly, he's played one season, and even that. But he moved there in January, right? So it's only been half a season.
Right.
So, I mean, playing another season there definitely won't hurt him, especially if he continues his trajectory.
I'm just looking at him and I'm thinking, this is a really, really goddamn good player. And I always had this thing, like I would tune in I'm not a Philadelphia Union fan at all. Not at all. But I watched all their games last season because I like watching Aaronson play. Mm-hmm. So... I hope, I wish him the best going forward, but right now there is really no clear solution through Berhalter to the Aaronson dilemma. Like, how do you get Aaronson on the field?
Again, just a great problem for Berhalter to have to deal with on a game-to-game basis.
Yeah. Berhalter's not going to figure out how to get all 3 of them on. So that's what I'm predicting.